Ladies and gents, welcome to the 2 Cents. I am Brand.
What's up, y'all? This is Armand. What's going on?
Rocking out on a Thanksgiving Eve. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves, eating, preparing, getting your spirits on, whatever it is you're doing, man. Glad y'all checking us out. Armand, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I ain't work today, so I ain't doing no, I ain't had to teach nothing. So I was in the crib, woke up like 12. Straight, wasted all my day, but I don't care. I'm good.
You gotta watch Maury, huh?
Watch a little Maury, had me some pizza.
Straight up, man.
That was about it. I ain't do too much, man.
You deserve it, bro. You deserve it, man. You know what I mean? Half day for me, man. So it was an easy breezy day. Kids had a pep rally at the high school, so kind of getting into that school spirit and all that.
So y'all had school today?
Yeah, they had a half day.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, you over there, you laying low down there in Hatboro Horsham, man. You living a life over there.
Hey, man, I'm in the county now. You know what I'm saying?
You good?
Black faces in white places. You know what I mean? It's the movement. Hey, so before we get down to business. We got Francisco back in the building from our Islamophobia episode. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Francisco.
Yo.
Frozen philosopher.
Shelton Ham High's finest, man. That's how we do. Another alumni on the phone. Shelton Ham High. Shout out to him.
Shelton
Ham's finest. How you been?
I appreciate that, man. It's good to be back. I'm excited for this podcast, man. I was trying to get on there last week to talk about Trump, but it is what it is. You guys did a great job last week, so hopefully I can add my 2 cents this week.
No pun intended. And next up on the set, man, we got my man Sir Jackson, the mayor of North Philly. You know what I mean? He do his thing. Always welcome, man. Give it up for this brother, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Man, a few words. And as I believe she was our first female guest, if I want to stand corrected. We got my dear friend, my best friend, A.K. not the 47, Ashley Cornegay in the building. What up, girl? The queen. We got some estrogen to match with the testosterone.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So let's just jump on right into it, man. Our first topic. That's been on everybody's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Mr. West. And we chronicle a little bit of Kanye's achievements, but it's no secret if you haven't been peeping his latest current events with him. He had a concert in Sacramento, I believe, which lasted about 15 minutes as he went on a rant about Beyonce, Donald Trump, Jay-Z. I will play the audio, but we don't got all that time.
Sean was there, right?
Yeah, he was there.
He was at the show.
Yeah, he was at the show. Yeah, I had peoples at the show. I believe everybody was refunded from that tour, the St. Pablo tour. But this is just one of the latest events out of many of Kanye's history and recent history. So we just want to get a round table of what you guys' knee-jerk reaction was to that whole fiasco. Where do you guys see where Kanye's at right now? You know what I mean?
Y'all gotta take that first. I'm gonna sit back and listen to y'all. He not a part of my generation, so you already know where I'm going with it. But let some of y'all tackle that real quick.
Yeah. Well, I'll start it off with that. Talib posted something on Instagram and Twitter, and it was a picture of him and Mos Def and Kanye back in the day, late 90s, I guess. And he said, "Kanye, come home." And he basically said, we've stood behind everything you've said. We've kept you as a dear friend, a music friend, a personal friend. But these last statements, about Trump, Beyonce, Jay-Z, basically like we're not standing for it no more. And you're kind of losing us now. I think all of us kind of felt that a while ago, that he was losing us slowly. But I think I'm right where Talib is at, where it's like, yo, just come home, bro. Like, cause right now, like, you're like a lost dog. And 10 hours after that, you know, we found out that he was admitted to a hospital, and I think it's clearly like that he's manic. You know what I mean? Like he's going through manic depressive states. And it's a meme. It was a funny meme on Instagram, and it had Kim and Kanye, and like Kim was like looking at him crazy, and it was like, when you find out that your boyfriend isn't just rich and selfish, like he crazy too. Like it's something really wrong with him. And at this point, it's really something really wrong with him. You know what I mean? And not just like an ignorant asshole. Like you got some screws loose, some chemical balances. Like your body isn't organized right now, bro. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. Just go in, man.
I'm kind of at loss for words. Well, really, no, I'm not lost for words. I've been talking about this for quite a while, and I really don't care. I was a fan of Kanye for several albums. Just recently, you know. Matter of fact, after his mom died, it's just like and that's a known fact. He just went left. He went hard left, and I understand he got mental issues. That's cool. That's fine. I'm with that. I'm standing with black issues and black men with mental issues. We all got mental issues. We need to address that. That's another segment that we need to talk about. But his movements, you know, it's unacceptable. We gotta trade. We gotta do a trade. We gotta talk. We gotta trade him off. We gotta get somebody and trade for Kanye.
The Chappelle joint.
Yeah, we gotta trade him off to somebody else.
Who we going trading for?
I'm trying to figure that out now. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Who we going trading for?
So hold on, we had to trade him for a white guy? How would that work?
I don't know. The white guy that's like
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke. Yeah, we take Robin Thicke. Yeah, that's a nice one. Robin Thicke got some soul.
You know, so.
Robin Thicke represent.
On the trade block. You know?
Bernie Sanders. We trade for Bernie Sanders.
Bernie, I feel the burn all day long.
2020.
Yeah.
Ash, where you at with things?
I'm sorry. I don't think we should trade him. Because of his music history and everything he's done for music. In addition to, not right now, but he is very conscious, I would say, and somewhat woke. And I don't even like to use the word woke because I just don't really like to. But I think it's several factors. I think it's definitely some mental things, but some of the things that he's going through, I actually posted on my page, he's going through stuff that people go through every day that don't have any money. Your mom died, my dad died, your dad died, his dad died. Like, you're going through things that regular everyday people go through every single day. So I feel like it's kind of easy way out when people are like, pray for Kanye, do this for Kanye. Like, he's not suffering from anything that any of us are not. And I'm not, maybe we don't know that for a fact, but that's just my take on it. Mm-hmm. I think he is like hollow inside. I think the real Kanye is probably back with Talib and Mos Def and Kid Cudi, who he kind of like, you know, shamed a little bit too. I think that's the real Kanye, back with Twista, back on the south side of Chicago. I think he's hollow inside, and I think a lot of his moves that he makes is to make him feel like whole again. Like, even all his he's so narcissistic, and it's confidence, but at a certain extent, it's just like, it's overwhelming. It's like ugly. It's self-absorbed, and it's like, do you really love yourself? Because there's no way. Like, there's no way. Even I would even take it as far as him marrying Kim. Like, even bringing them into that. I think that's something that you just want to fill yourself up on. Like, you just want to be around them. You just in love with this aura of them. But that's not who you really are. Like, so that's my take on it. I don't think he's suffering from anything that every day, you know, black males aren't suffering from. Death, grief, you know, lack of confidence here and there. But I feel like he's so self-absorbed, and he has so much, you know, narcissism that I feel like he's hollow inside. He's just looking like he needs. That's why he needs to go home, because you need that. You need that realness. Like Hollywood may be too. They may be too much for you. Right. Like your people at home, they understand you. Like, and I feel like he always wants to be understood. He constantly does interviews, and it's to be understood. Like I'm Kanye. Like it's like seeking that understanding. But everybody who was with him in the beginning, whether that's Dame, Jay, all of them before he started to stray, they know who Kanye is from Chain Day. Before he was on the rock, he was just producing. They know who Kanye really is. So. Like this Kanye with all like the narcissism, and I don't believe in this Kanye.
Francisco, you wanna follow what's up?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was a fan of this last album, The Life of Pablo. You know, I missed the old Kanye, the Chop Up the Soul Kanye, whatever the words are. But no, I mean that song resonated with me because he clearly knows who he is. And you know, or where he came from and where he's at now, and whether or not he's crazy or not. I mean, he's definitely self-aware of who he is. I mean, he's an artist, you know, the life of Pablo Escobar, or the life of Pablo Picasso. He's an artist, you know, and I think he wants to kind of be mysterious. He wants people to guess who he is, where he's at in life. I mean, he very well may be, you know, off his rocker, but I don't know. I mean, he knows what he's doing, so
yeah,
I appreciate him as an artist.
I'll let you.
Well, B, you know, you know, I never was really. I think he made pretty good music, but I never was really, because I gotta, like, you know, I like AZ. I got to believe you. I got to feel you also with your music. I got to like your style, and I never really felt him personally. I always thought when he said stuff, he was out of control. And at the end of the day, I think, what Sonny from Bronx Tale say? Nobody cares, Kanye. Like, nobody cares about what you're going through, what you're upset about. Nobody really cares, and that's how I look at it. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Nobody cares about his rant. And to me, the way he carrying his weight, like if I had you, my man, if he called Jay-Z his man, I don't care if I become governor or whatever. I'm not going to air you out and say your name to nobody. Like me and Brandon don't see eye to eye right now. But nobody outside of my camp would know that. It would be personal, and I would never speak down to you, my man. I'm not going to speak down to you or my brother out in public. So, I don't know. I just felt like a lot of stuff he do, I wouldn't do as a man. And I peeped that like 10 years ago. So I never was really that guy that was like pumping him and saying he doing something for the culture. He never was like that to me. Like he was just some guy that craved attention. He chasing cameramen and all that stuff, and he crying because he didn't get an award. I'm like, yo, I can listen to his music only but to a certain extent, because I think his character is not something I identify with. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I don't know what he's going through, but you can't be cocky and then check yourself up into a rehab center, because people are not going to have and expect sympathy. People are not going to have no sympathy. It's like Floyd Mayweather checking himself in there. People are not going to have no sympathy for him because they think he's cocky. Or Donald Trump, they're not going to have no sympathy for him because they think he's cocky, and they think he's cocky. So nobody cares, Kanye. Well, not from over here. I don't listen. Man up.
Nobody cares. It's so true.
Like Sonny from Bronx, though, nobody cares. So that's how I feel from. And I wish everybody the best of luck. But like, I don't even know if this is an act. This may be an act. Who knows this dude? You know what I mean? So I look at it like I don't care.
All right,
you can't be that arrogant.
I'll pose this next question: is he losing his grip in black culture and in hip hop culture? Like, is this going to be a watershed moment where we say, "Damn, yeah, that's where we just stop messing with him in general entirely"?
I don't know that theory.
I don't even think he really was in there like that. Now I think he's long gone. I think he's long gone. Like he and TMZ, he's not never going to be that dude that, you know, that was on with Talib and Most. No, I don't think that's going to be him no more. I think he's long gone into his own lane. You know what I mean? He viewed things different because of his experience. You know, I always question. I question if he was like, is he even like girls? the way he talked about girls and stuff.
You was
who he
on that
dated
while
and how
ago.
he dated them. I question that. Like, what dude act like that when he break up with a girl and try to tear the girl down